Good, you're both here. Thank you so much for coming.
Ms. Jensen, how much more does the DA's office need to make a case against Helena? You have our statements, the security camera photos.
It's not our policy to comment on cases that are being prepared for trial.
Then why are we here?
Mrs. Cassadine claims you poisoned her. I would like to dismiss the allegation out of hand, but certainly no one who's met her could say that you didn't at least have motive.
My mother is a vindictive woman. I furnished the proof you needed to have her arrested for Catherine's murder. She's obviously trying to retaliate.
Well, why don't we let her speak for herself? Come in.
Good morning. I see we're all here. Now perhaps justice can finally be served.
Mrs. Cassadine, may I remind you that I am the prosecutor, not you?
I see no need for Laura to be subjected to this.
Well, your mother seems to feel differently. Would you like to explain, Mrs. Cassadine?
Gladly. Well, it's a sad and simple story. But my son wanted control of his late brother's estate, and when I was appointed trustee instead, he decided to get rid of me. And being as incompetent at murder as he is at everything else, he only succeeded in paralyzing me. Well, thank heavens.
Can you tell me exactly how he accomplished this?
I told you. Poison. And Laura was his accomplice. Laura lured me to her office that night on the pretext of discussing my grandson.
What office?
Well, at General Hospital, of course. And you were waiting in yours, no doubt.
You didn't see your son?
That night? No. Now, the next time I saw him, I was lying in a hospital bed, unable to move, and he was taunting me.
Sarah, none of this happened. I have yet to hear how your son is implicated at all.
No, he would come and torment me where I lay, telling me of the slow, horrible death that he and Laura had in store for me.
Oh, surely you can't believe any of this.
Well, I don't for a moment believe that Laura had any access to poison that lethal. Nor would she know how to use it if she did.
A toxicology scan run at my insistence found no drug or any other chemical that could have caused her seizure.
No. But my neurologist, Dr. Jones, recently repeated my blood test. You can subpoena those results.
I can do anything. What I'd most like to do, namely, have the two of you thrown out of the country and dropped from a plane at sea. Okay, please take her back to her cell.
Now, those blood test results...
I will get them. I will get them.
Well, I hope you two have enjoyed your romantic little reign of terror while it lasted.
I refuse to submit to being summoned by your office every time your investigators lack imagination.
Keep using words like refuse, and I could probably find you a cell downstairs next to your mother's. Laura, I'm going to have to ask you to please clear with me any plans you might have that would take you out of town.
Fine.
Congratulations on winning your battle of wills with your mother. She obviously thought that you would confess to poisoning her to clear my name. But I guess you weren't having any of that.
Is that what you wanted? I can promise you, this lie of hers will not touch you or your daughter. I will call my mother's bluff and find a way out for both of us.
And will your way be any less frightening than hers?
Nicholas?
Hi.
Hi. Test didn't come back yet, did it?
No, Dr. Fenmore is sick, but he gave the results to Dr. Jones. But, whatever the test says, it doesn't matter. It's okay. You don't need to hold my hand.
You know, that's something that a mother gets to decide.
Yeah.
Nicholas, in Stefan's heart, You're his son, and you always will be.
He keeps telling me that.
I don't agree with everything that Stefan does. But I know that he loves us both completely, no matter what.
Dr. Jones should be here shortly.
Well, such a lovely little family. Waiting for our blood test, saw we? Now, was that a DNA or a toxicology screen? I get them so confused.
You have no reason to be here.
Would you deny your own mother proper medical care?
Why aren't you in jail?
Nicholas, are you aware that my illness was caused by poison?
You have no proof of that.
And that I am charging Stefan and Laura with assault and attempted murder? Dr. Jones, we've all been waiting for you.
Let's take this meeting elsewhere, please.
Well, aren't you glad to see me? Delighted I'm feeling better?
Well, you can make an appointment for an examination anytime you'd like.
If Stefan will allow me through the front doors. You know how he is. No need to call security, dear. Mother is on her way out. Dr. Jones, I have just signed a release. So you can tell the DA's office anything you want about my toxicology report. Well, I'm intruding, aren't I? DNA is such a personal matter. Until later. Goodbye, my darling.
I assume you have the DNA results?
Yes, I do. There is no question about it. Nicholas is not your son. No, this has to be disappointing to both of you. I'm sorry.
Thank you for your time, Doctor.
It doesn't matter.
Let me know if you have any questions.
We will.
Dr. Jones. Hi, I'm glad I caught you.
Helena Cassadine's toxicology report will be on your desk by the end of the day.
Oh, well, I'm impressed.
You know, she's wandering around town making her ridiculous accusations. Why is she out on bail?
The magic word, money. But you should know that by now. Dr. Jones, we may need you to testify about Mrs. Cassadine's records. Will that be a problem?
Not at all. I have to warn you, though, they're not conclusive. I can't swear in court that Helena was poisoned.
But in your opinion, she was.
Yes.
Security Officer Carlson, please contact the headquarters station.
Just to be clear,
Security Officer Carlson.
if the medical reports don't prove that you poisoned your mother, Helena's charges might be dropped. But for what it's worth, I agree with Dr. Jones.
You're entitled to your opinion.
Oh, we will get it right this time.
Poison. It's classic Cassadine, no matter who did it.
Nicholas, listen to me. You can change all of this. As the prince, you can be the heart of the Cassadines, and you can teach them what love is.
Hi, I was just on my way back to your office.
Oh, well, I'm glad I caught you then because it's all full of case files.
Can you come back later?
No. I want to talk with you. I was afraid that the anniversary of your father's death might be a little difficult for you. Guess I was right?
Do I remind you of him?
Stavros?
Stavros, the man who kidnapped you and forced you to marry him. Am I like my father?
When I look at you, I don't see Stavros. I see the person that you are. You have the capacity to love others unselfishly. I've seen it with Stefan, with me, and certainly with your sister.
You see what you want to, but Stavros, he wasn't any of those things.
Your father didn't know anything except for the Cassidines and their power and traditions, and he didn't have a chance to be a good person.
What if he tried to be? For your sake, would you have cared about him?
I can't answer that, Nicholas. Stavros and I were in the middle of an impossible situation, and that has absolutely nothing to do with you. All you have to do is look at the people in your life. Not just your family, but your friends. Emily, Elizabeth. They're crazy about you, and for good reason. Because you're a wonderful person.
Yeah, I might have to listen to my own mother. Thank you.